In this lesson, we're going to cover the fold tool that's available in the Sheet Metal Features environment. The file that we're going to use for this lesson is called fold.ipt, and it can be found in your Chapter 10 exercise folder. A fold is going to allow us to sketch in a line, and about that line we're going to fold the geometry. So I'm going to start off by doing that. I'm going to make this front plane the active sketch, and I'm going to draw in a line segment that's going to be starting at that endpoint, and I'm just going to draw it so it's going to be coincident to the edge and parallel. So the coincident portion is extremely important. This line that I'm drawing, it needs to extend to each of the extents of the fold. So let's go ahead and we'll explain a little bit more as we go. So I'm going to return out of the sketch environment, and then from the Sheet Metal Features section I'm going to go back and select on Fold. I'm going to select on the line that I'm going to fold the geometry about. Let me spin the geometry around here a little bit. Now from the flip controls, you can go back and designate which side is going to fold, the left or the right side, and up or down. So in this case, I'm going to take all the defaults. I can designate an angle. Right now I'm going to keep it at 90 degrees. For the fold location, so when we sketched in that line, was that line representing the center of the bend, the start of the bend, or the end of the bend? So let's just work our way from left to right. I'm just going to go ahead and click on OK. And if I spin the model around, you can see indeed what happened with the sketch line is right in the middle. So let's go ahead and edit that. I'm just going to double click on the fold feature. And then let's change the location to start of bend. And you can see that the preview in red is showing exactly what's going to happen, as shown here. And let's do that one more time. Let's change it to end of bend. So you can see exactly what's happening. We definitely get different results. So when you sketch in that line, you're going to determine how are you going to utilize that line. I'm going to make one more fold. I'm going to make this front plane the active sketch. I'm going to use the Look At tool, and I'm going to draw in an angle line. The lines don't have to be horizontal or parallel, but in this case you see that the line definitely is falling short of the entire face that I want to fold. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to click on Return, click on the Fold tool. You'll notice that the bend line arrow is red, indicating that I need to select an object, but as I try to select on that line, nothing is happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back into that sketch environment, just make it active, and I'm just going to drag the endpoints back out so that they're going to be touching. And at this point I could go back and place in some dimensions if needed. So let's change that to 20 degrees. And for a start point, let's place that in at 10. Now I'm going to click Return. Back off a little bit. And again, let's go back and do the Fold tool. You'll notice now I can select that line. And we're right back where we were before. So in this case, I'm going to say that that is the center. And let's fold this at 45 degrees. Click OK. And we just bent our part at that 45 degrees based on the angle line of 20 degrees.